Do you and your team spend hours on paperwork while your competitors are automating faster than you can print off a spreadsheet? One of the local think tanks have done studies that some businesses are losing £28,000 a year per employee on inefficient processes. You know, if you're a small business and you're staring at the same sort of invoices, customer queries every day, and you think a lot of this repetitive stuff can't be done by AI, they can. The local police force, Greater Manchester Police, have worked with a local AI agency to actually automate a lot of their repeatable processes. So if the police can do it, you can definitely do it in your small business. Hi, I'm Phil. I've been coding automation and custom software solutions for fast-growing startups and larger corporations in the UK since 2007, and now I run my own AI automation agency, helping smaller businesses get up and running with AI automation inside their business. So, as I mentioned, I live and work in the northwest of the UK. The biggest city near me is a place called Manchester. I think we're the most densely populated area outside of London in the UK. So there is a big police force and presence in the area. I don't know what it's like in other countries. There is a lot of red tape, I believe, and there's a lot of demands on paperwork for reporting a crime from sort of a police officer as well. So they've got to do a lot of manual admin work to solve a crime. Basically, at the end of the day, that's what they're trying to do. So there's also a thing called the Greater Manchester AI Foundry, which is backed by a huge £6 million investment. So that's been helping sort of the police force and other businesses get up and running with AI in local area. And so the stats are coming out that 58% of small firms in the area are now using generative AI, and that's up from 40%. And another interesting stat is 82% of those using AI have grown their teams. There's actually no job losses. They're actually working smarter. So let's jump into the success story from Manchester Police. So Greater Manchester Police partnership with Rubiquity, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, using Microsoft Power Platform implementation, so Power Automate, which is a great product. I've used that with a couple of clients myself. And the time savings they achieved: domestic violence probation checks, 33 plus days of officer time saved since March 2025. Crime recording automation, 200 plus days of work eliminated in just 3 months. Automated invoicing, 2,500 monthly invoices processed without manual intervention. Now, I don't know why the police force has sent out invoices, but anyway, they are, and that's the sort of volume. Now, you might be wondering why I am promoting Rubiquity, a competitor in my local area. Well, I'm just going to go off script a little bit here, that I'm finding that I talk with a lot of other AI automation agency owners, and it's a very, very supportive community. Just last week, I've been chatting with another agency owner. We're going to be sort of working together, looking to put a partnership in, because what I'm finding is there's that much information out there, and there's that many tools out there, and that no one agency can be an expert in everything they might need to be. So there might be knowledge gaps in your agency, but then you can go and pass the work on and vice versa. So I'm finding it very supportive. What I want to highlight here, the team at Rubiquity, they've done something amazing where they've taken on a project that, yes, they're probably going to make money from it, and yes, it's probably going to be great PR for them, but they're actually helping society as a whole. The police force is necessary, and they're there to solve and prevent crimes. They're helping them do that and help the community as a whole. Yes, they're getting rewarded financially, but they're also contributing to society, which I think is a great thing. So I wanted to sort of like talk about this, even though it's not from my agency, it's from a competitor technically, but I think it's an important work that they're doing, and it goes to show that if you think that your business can't get up and running with AI and automation, this goes to show that even something like the police force in our local area that has, unfortunately, because of the government, has so much red tape that they have to go through, so many processes, so many things that they're required of them just to sort of start investigating a crime, that this sort of thing now, AI and automation, can really help them and support them keep on top of everything and serve the community at an ever-increasing larger and better scale. So I've gone off script, but yeah, that's what I think is really important in this, is that if it can be for the police, it can be for you wherever you are in your business journey or whatever you do for a living. Let's do a deep dive at actually what went on with Rubiquity and the Manchester Police Force. So they used Microsoft Power Platform, so I think it was Power Automate. They're using workflow technology that automates larger, more complicated jobs. Take domestic violence probation checks. Since March 2025, this has saved over 33 days of officer time. That's like giving a whole month back to the force. That's insane. And then the crime recording, we touched on, AI saved more than 200 days of work. Officers used to spend hours on paperwork, now it's done in minutes. Invoicing, AI handles 2,500 invoices a month. It reads them, learns and adapts, and normal manual checks that officers need to be doing. Assistant Chief Officer Doug Henderson said it best. The work we're doing to automate our process and introduce AI models has allowed us to give the gift of time back to the force. By automating processes that could traditionally take days and reducing it to minutes, it's allowing our officers to spend more time out serving the public. This is what we want. That's the real win. More time on the streets, helping people. That's great. So what can we learn from this partnership with Rubiquity and the Manchester Police Force that we can use in our agency, but also that you can use in your business? So let's see what we can do, similar principles. So number one, automated customer communication. Configure AI to handle routine inquiries, appointment scheduling and follow-up. Intelligent inventory management. Use AI to predict stock needs and automatically generate orders. One local shop reduced stockouts by 73%. Smart document processing. Implement AI to extract data from invoices, receipts and forms, just like the GMP's invoice automation. Now that could be key. That could be great for your small business. If you've got a lot of supplies coming in and out, you can sort of handle that and get up and running with it. Meeting summarization and action items. AI can transcribe meetings, highlight key points and assign action items automatically. Can do it with email as well. So there's a lot of sort of getting the context and the insights from meetings and emails. Now this is something I've been doing with a number of brands and for myself as well. Social media content generation. Use AI tools to create engaging posts and schedule optimal publishing times. From the stats, 84% of small businesses plan to use more tech. So going back to the Manchester AI Foundry, they offer support and funding specifically for businesses in the area. So if Manchester Police can save thousands of hours, your business can save at least 10 this week. So I think the Foundry has also supported another Manchester-based business, use AI for inventory management, saving staff 10 hours a week. And another firm automated payroll, freeing time for more sales. So they've automated the paying of the staff, which is the most important thing, but then that's allowed them to focus on sales, which actually brings in the money to pay the staff. Amazing. Again, what else can we learn from the Rubiquity approach to helping Manchester Police? Focused on solutions that become accessible to non-technical users, which I think is important. They focused on practical business transformation over technical complexity. Now, this is what I see on YouTube and on a lot of other platforms where they show these complicated workflows, and that's all great and well and good, and that's cool showing you've got technical knowledge. But ultimately, you just want to solve a problem for a business. That's it. That's all the business owner cares about, is getting something into the business that helps them, that solves a problem. Finally, scalable implementation methods perfect for growing businesses. So it needs to be able to be maintained and enhanced moving forward as well. So that's a key consideration. There was a quote from the CEO as well from Rubiquity. We're proud to partner with Greater Manchester Police to make real difference in our community. As a business born and firmly rooted in Manchester, we're deeply committed to our city's growth. Amazing. I saw this article from Greater Manchester Police about this partnership, and I knew I had to sort of talk about it and record this video about it. So if you're inspired by this story from Greater Manchester Police and you want to see how you can get up and running with it inside your business, here's 6 simple steps you can take to get up and running. So step number 1 is identify time-draining tasks, list processes that consume disproportionate time in your business. So step 2, explore no-cost solutions. For example, from the police forces, they started with Microsoft Power Platform, so Power Automate. Speaking with a couple of businesses myself, they pay for an Office 365 license anyway, and Power Automate can bolt onto that. So if you're inside, let's say, Microsoft ecosystem, or you use Google Workspace, it might make sense to just check in what you're already paying for or what you've already got access to that you can actually start using fast, and it's not going to be much additional cost to you each month. It might be like another license that might be $9, but that's kind of minuscule compared to the benefits you get. So you might already have access to something you can get up and running with straight away. So number 3, connect with local support. So in this example, the Greater Manchester AI Foundry offers free workshops and potential funding. That's great. And for me, for my example, is I speak to a lot of business owners in my area where I live, in the town I live in, and try and offer help that way. So you've got that sort of culture fit, community aspect, and you can just actually go and meet people. In COVID in 2020, it was great that we all went online and were still able to run businesses and communicate and see people. But that face-to-face meeting, like I met a gentleman the other week in a coffee shop, spoke to a local business owner that lives like 10-minute drive away from me this week just gone. They're probably going to be meeting up. So I think it's important to build them everlasting relationship. So step 4, start with a single process. Choose one high impact area for your first automation project. So step number 5, measure time savings. Track hours saved to demonstrate the return on investment and build internal support. So this is one of the things that's really difficult as well with following these people online, these other gurus that are like, look at this amazing workflow and it only costs you $5,000 and it's only £1,000 to run. You know, it's going to help you this, that and the other. But it can be hard to measure this ROI. And what I always say, it's one of 3 things. Am I saving time? Am I saving money? Or am I making more money? And the easiest win for automation is to track how much time you are saving. Can you reduce your hours, like you personally, from 50 hours to 45 hours a week and track that? Start with time savings. That's the easiest one to track. So step number 6, scale gradually, add new automations based on proven success. So again, you're just going through the same step process and seeing what else you can automate. So I'm going to touch on a few common pitfalls to avoid as well. Using poor quality data to train your AI tools. If you need to do some sort of training, say on customer support data, you want to do a chatbot that will sit on your website, make sure that the document's up to date, comprehensive, well trained, because you don't want to be giving the wrong answers to your customers. Also, trying to implement too many automations in one go. So you've got 3 things that you really need that are, let's say they're all equally important. You're going to have to pick one or find which one's going to give you the most time savings, because if you're running all 3 simultaneously, you're not going to get the quality of outcome, and you might just not even finish each project, and you might just ditch it because it's like it's too difficult. So focus on one automation at a time, get that integrated into your business, and then move on from there. Finally, neglecting staff training on new systems. So you're going like that, right, this is what we're doing, you've got to get up and running with it. One of the biggest things I've found, and I've even written a full blog post on this, is that AI isn't necessarily a technology shift, it's a culture shift. So I think you need to be very supportive in your staff in training them, showing them what the benefits are going to be for them, you know, what's in it for me, that's what they're going to be thinking. And make sure you focus on doing that as part of the sort of implementation. So to wrap up, why is AI a game changer for small businesses? Well, again, touching on everything we talked about between Ubiquiti and the Greater Manchester Police, it shows that AI isn't just for large tech companies, digital companies, large corporations. It can be used in any organisation. And the Greater Manchester Police have proved that. So again, I talked about saving time, saving money, making more money. But some more benefits are you've got more time for high value work, the thing you should be doing as a business owner, strategy, marketing, sales, projects, getting the business moving forward. It can also help you reduce operational costs, improved accuracy and consistency. Humans get tired and we all make mistakes. Using AI to do these simple, mundane, repeatable tasks can improve accuracy and make sure that you've got consistency of outcomes as well. Enhance customer experiences, like again, the website chatbot, they could be saying like, how do I log into my system? You know, it could be a case of like, how do I log in? And instantly it's got the link there, tells you what you need to do. And like, this is what you need to do if you've forgot your password. So I think it's just giving a better overall experience to the people you're working with. And finally, you'll have a competitive advantage. Again, I was speaking to someone this week and they've got about 4 or 5 businesses that they own, and the larger family own as well. And they were saying we need to get up and running with AI systems because we will get left behind if not. And I think if you're ahead of the game, you're going to be the one that's around longer and grows more. The longer you wait, the less of the market you're actually going to keep and grow into. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting. So if you want further help with AI and automation, I have a school community. It's called the AI Automation Blueprint, that I run through all sorts of things from how to get up and running with automation workflows, which tools to use. Even we're starting talking about some sort of business ideas that are AI driven to help you either add more products into your business or start a brand new business as well. I'll put a link in the description to that. Alternatively, you want to get up and running with AI inside your business and you're struggling to know where to start, you're just not technical and you're like, I know I need it, I know I want it, but I don't know where to start. I'll also put a link to book a call with us. We offer a 30-minute discovery call. It's free, no strings attached, and we can just talk about sort of the 3 to 5 challenges you have in your business and how we can start moving forward. Thanks for watching, and I will speak to you all soon.